Welcome to Beyond the Soundbites. Let's take a look at some highlights from the Duwest Soluble Crop Nutrition Solution launch.
An abstract or lines. So we work together with the technical department of H&L to capacitate them in the terms of they can recommend our programs. We have standard guide programs for fertilizing every crop you have here in Jamaica. And we work also with a software that can include the soil test results to make a better recommendation. So thank you very much for your attention. Sorry for my bad English.
Alvaro, thank you so much for educating us on the diverse components of these solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to have with us this morning the Honorable William Hutchinson, Minister without Portfolio in the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries. To formally introduce Minister Hutchinson, I welcome Ms. Michelle Williams, Category Manager for Hardware and Lumber Agro. Michelle?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. William James Charlton is a professional farmer with a passion for agriculture. Having entered the political arena in 1979 when he was elected Member of Parliament for the constituency of Northeastern St. Elizabeth, Mr. Hutchinson currently serves as a Member of Parliament for Northwestern St. Elizabeth following his election to represent that constituency in 1997. The veteran politician has served in various capacities in government over the years, and effective March 2016, has been appointed Minister without Portfolio in the Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries. Minister Hutchinson is committed to advancing an agricultural sector that forms the foundation for industrial development in Jamaica. He believes that agro-industrial development is a priority for the country and that growth and sustainability can be achieved through agroeconomic zones equipped to facilitate expansion along the value chain so that we can grow what we eat what we grow, and can what we can't. Prior to his current ministerial appointment, Mr. Hutchinson served as Minister of State for Agriculture during the period 2007 to 2011 and as Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Education 1980 to 1983. In addition to farming, he has also worked as a part-time teacher and a football coach. He attended Knox College, Monroe College, and Cornell University in New York. He is a father of 3 children. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we welcome the Honorable Minister, William J.C. Hutchinson. Good morning. All right.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This morning, I'm indeed pleased to be here at this launch. This launch seeks to introduce new products that provided additional sources of nutritional values to our crops as we strive towards improving the country's food productivity. Indeed, the issue of food productivity is a burning one, and so I welcome everyone here and the initiative that soil assists where we want to grow our crops, increasing our productivity. We have here with us H&L Agro, as a leading agricultural supplier, and they have distinguished themselves as a company that has always strived for excellence in the quality of products that it provides for its customers. I believe that today's launch, therefore, is just another example of the company's commitment in ensuring that our farmers are exposed to the best products available to improve their production and productivity. I commend Duwest for making these products available on the Jamaican market, adding to the impressive list of products that they have been supplying to our farmers and other consumers over the years in partnering with H&L. However, I want to say special thanks to H&L for the partnership that they have been playing in the Irish potato and onion program. They have been spending roughly $130 million every year with inputs and training for our farmers. However, today, ladies and gentlemen, I want this forum to be with a difference. And this forum with a difference, it is one where I am like an open book. I'm like an open book which turns the pages in the book. But there are some persons who, when they open the book, they continue reading the 2 pages that they have in front of them all the time. And what do I mean by that? I mean that when I turn the pages, I get more information. I get more technology that is involved there. I am able to see where the problems are. I am able to look and see how we can improve productivity and production with new innovations and technologies. But when we are static and keep at the same pages that we have all the time, we do not get that information. So today, I want you who are here to be the persons who provide that information by turning the pages. That information is one where I would like you to look at where we are as far as country is concerned, where agriculture is. Because it's a known fact that for the country to grow, agriculture has to grow. And I would like to, in particular, once again, congratulate all the farmers in St. Elizabeth. They have been the ones who have been carrying the ball, regardless wherever other areas are. St. Elizabeth is the breadbasket. But you know, one of the things I always say, with everybody who is here at the South, the greatest production in St. Elizabeth comes from the North. Many people wouldn't know, but you have the heaviest crops. The variety of crops are in the North. But when you come to innovation and persons who want to adapt to new technology, you have it here in the South. And I want to congratulate all of you from the South for gravitating towards what we have to carry forward to grow this economy. So today, I want to throw out some questions to you. And I'm just going to ask you in 10 minutes to give me the answers. The first one I want to ask is that it is said that agriculture declined in 2017. And it did decline. And the reason they say it declined was because of flooding over in Portland, St. Thomas, St. Mary, Trelawney. Flooding caused us to decline. And I want us to think very carefully and say, is that the reason? And we can look at it otherwise. Some of the problems that we have in agriculture is marketing. People have their crops, but they don't know where the market is. Pre-de-larceny is another one. How do we counteract pre-de-larceny? Financing of products. We have young people, young students, young persons, and females who want to go into agriculture, but they don't have the finance. How do we overcome that? Many persons have their crops, and when you grow your crops, the higgler comes and takes off the grade A. But the rest of it, which is good, is left in the ground. So you're losing profit there. How you overcome that? The cost of inputs. And Ms. Olive mentioned that the person who started off and went into carrot, the cost was high, but the returns were greater than those who kept it going at the same old page. They didn't turn the page and look at the new technology that was being brought in. The other thing is many persons want to go into agriculture, but they don't have the land. So these are some of the problems that we have. And I want to throw it out to you now. We are at a crossroads. If we don't grow the economy now, we are looking down a precipitous slope. So I want to throw it out for 10 minutes to get responses from the companies who are here, from the farmers who are here. How do we overcome these problems? And how do we move forward as you see agriculture should grow in Jamaica? This is one of the things where I just want to do a little change than my usual stance where I come and speak to you. I want a little response from you because I want to hear how we can grow the economy and get it on a better footing. So we need to hear from you who are the stakeholders to give us an idea as to how you see we should move forward. So I'm going to open it up now to hear from those of you who are here who have ideas how we should carry agriculture forward in this country. Yes.
Thank you, Minister. Let me turn around. I was cautioned that the Minister has other obligations today, so we needed to be short. So I abandoned my well-prepared speech. So thank you for the opportunity to be back up here again, Minister.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. I'll take less than that. Here is what I had prepared, and I'm so happy for the opportunity to speak about it, Minister. Hardware and lumber, and I'm being very open here, we have two distinct business units. H&L Rapid True Value, which speaks to building, construction, very important as we develop continuously as a nation. We have H&L Agro Division, which speaks to agricultural development, a necessity also. But here is one of the burning concerns we have as agriculturalists and Jamaicans, Minister. The need for us to have consistent focus on land utilization policy to ensure that as we seek to continue to do our best as a nation, not just for local food security, but to contribute to the export. I see one processor here. We cannot afford to invest in processing only on when there's a glut. It must be a planned entity. And I would want to put to you, Minister, humbly, for you to look at how you can assist us with ensuring that our land utilization policy is really, really re-examined and managed. So while we provide the inputs to build as a nation, the structures required, we're very happy with how the landscape is improving. But equally, we want to see our best lands that are suitable for agriculture being preserved with irrigation and allowing for mechanization. That, I believe, is part of the critical component as we move forward with working on food security, not just for us, but to contribute value added overseas. Canning what we can.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? You mean everybody is satisfied with? Yes, sir.
Points you mentioned. As a farmer, we encounter various problems. One is to access the land. It's a very bureaucratic process at the government level. We can identify it takes forever to get it. That's point one. We need quicker response. We need quicker response from the government. Two, also as a farmer, we need proper price control. You can't have the farmers farming having high input costs and at the same time the product is being sold at a loss. So the government, with partnership with farmers and the various institutions, can set up a system wherein we can control the price as it is done abroad. Once the farmer is producing, it almost set. The price is determined. For example, Irish sweet peppers, tomatoes in US, Canada, you can almost certain what the prices will be set at. Minimum price, and it can fluctuate upwards. But we have so much fluctuation here on the South Coast. Sometimes you plant your crop and you barely make your money back, if you make it back. So we can do something about pricing, land accessibility from the government aspect, and more contribution and payoff from the government to farmers in terms of mechanization, drip irrigation, and so forth. Can't go any further.
Thank you very much, sir.
Morning, everyone. My name is Sanko from Mukulu. I'm from Agricultural Investment Corporation. The minister alluded to land accessibility. We have available 3 agri-parks, and these agri-parks are stated for large-scale agricultural productivity and mechanization, as Mrs. Ward correctly put it. There are also lands that have been earmarked for processing development. Now, I'm going to list the agri-parks. Ebony Park and Spring Plain are located in Clarendon, which is not very far from here. 310 acres are available for lease in Ebony Park. In Spring Plain, we have 160 acres that are available for lease. Now, what are the infrastructure that is there? We have irrigated water, but each acre of land that you lease, and they are leased in 5-acre blocks. And I'm imploring that business partners within the productive South Central District and other aspects of parts of Jamaica to come on board and lease these lands and get them into productivity. It is tied to our growth as a nation for us to grow our own food. We have another large landmass in Portland, in St. Thomas soil, PJR, Planting Garden, River Plain, 2,090 acres that are available. 94% of this 2,090 acres will be earmarked for not only outfield operation but protected agriculture. Let us get on board, get these lands in production fast. We have enough input suppliers, technicals, right across the island to assist you, the farmers and the investors, to get the productivity up so that we can grow this country. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Good morning, I'm a farmer, my name is Roma Roach. I would just like to say that when farmers produce their crops and we have surplus in the fields, for example, tomatoes or carrots, we really need a proper storage house or place to keep them in the pool rather than having them rot in the field and the loss goes to the farmer. You know, we just need storage, proper storage, Minister. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mr. Minister.
Good morning, sir.
You and I have not heard all of this before, sir. I think what we need in Jamaica now, regardless of the inputs, the land, the financing, etc., we need cooperation. Cooperation at the core. And if we get cooperation at the core, everybody will follow. The general population in Jamaica always cooperate. From I was a boy, and I've been around quite a while. So I am asking you, Mr. Minister, to challenge your members and the opposition to work together for the betterment of Jamaica. If we don't cooperate, nobody will move ahead. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else? All right, I think I've got it all. And I think I should start at the last one, where it has been asked that we have cooperation. And I just want to agree with what was said. And as far as agriculture is concerned, I've said it all the time, that for us to grow, we have to have a proper structured agricultural sector. In other words, we have to start from the base. And many of us don't understand that nowadays, for us to move forward, we have to get ourselves into organizations. We have to get ourselves groups, organizations, societies, benevolent societies, whatever you want to call it. But we need to get involved in organizations. Whatever funds are going to come out from the Ministry of Agriculture is going to come to the organization. Many of us don't know also that if you form an organization, you can get grant funding from many grant agencies like JCIP, Chase, and also international organizations for the upliftment of your farming activity and for the upliftment of your community. So I am encouraging, wherever you are, to get yourself into organizations through which we can work. And I can't go through all the benefits, but there are a lot when you get yourself into organizations. The other one is the land utilization policy. And with this one, I just want to say, as was mentioned by the AIC, there is hundreds of acres of land in Jamaica lying idle. And I'm talking about government land lying idle. We are on a drive now, and you heard from AIC that you have some in Ebony Park, some in Spring Plain. They are closest here. But you also have some where we are going to be looking at Essex Valley. We are going to be putting in a large water system there where those persons who have land in that area, we are going to be irrigating those lands, and those lands will be available. New Forest Duff House is another one of the agro parks which we have irrigation going, and we are looking to see if we can get them fully utilized. One of the problems that we have in these agro parks is that many people come and they come and say they want 100 acres. And when they take the land, you find that they don't cultivate more than 5 acres. And the rest of it is left there idle. I am saying to you, anybody who does not utilize the land fully, within 6 months, it is going to be taken away and given to persons who are genuinely interested in moving agriculture forward. So I'm just saying that those who are interested, don't make your eye bigger than your belly. Make sure you can only utilize what you can manage. The other thing that was mentioned was basically, I would call it, price control. Unfortunately, we can't go back to price control. It's an open market, and it is one where supply and demand has to play its role. The other thing with surplus crops, storage. Let me just say, first of all, that the concept that we are looking at is one where we want to set up agroeconomic zones. And these agroeconomic zones are ones whereby it doesn't matter what you have in your field. You can sell everything. What I said is that usually the higgler comes and takes off the A-grade crop. With the agroeconomic zone, you are able to sell your A-grade, your B-grade, and your C-grade. So nothing is left in the field to rot. When it goes to this complex, which is the agroeconomic zone, it is graded, and the grade A goes to the hotel and export market. The grade B goes to the local market. And the grade C, most of it which is left in the field but is good, is then processed into juice, puree, jams, jellies, etc. And the trash from that goes into, anybody can tell me, fertilizer or feed. So everything is used up, and we are looking at having at least 5 agroeconomic zones throughout the island. And we are looking to setting up one right here in St. Elizabeth, so that it will be one where it has grading facility, grading, packaging, processing, cold storage, which is critical.
Thanks for watching Beyond the Soundbites.